Today, we're diving into Bone of My Bone, Johanna van Veen's haunting and emotionally charged novel. Van Veen, known for her lyrical prose and fearless exploration of human vulnerability, delivers a story that is both unsettling and cathartic, perfect for readers who crave psychological depth, intimate character studies, and the intoxicating pull of secrets that refuse to stay buried. The novel begins with a protagonist whose life is fractured by trauma and betrayal. What should have been a path toward healing quickly spirals into confrontation, resilience, and the intoxicating pull of truths that demand to be uncovered. Van Veen wastes no time in immersing readers in a narrative where every confession carries weight, every silence reshapes destiny, and every revelation tests the limits of courage. The title, Bone of My Bone, is symbolic. It reflects both the literal ties of family and the metaphorical idea of connection, how resilience is forged in vulnerability, how loyalty can be tested by pain, and how love itself becomes the ultimate act of defiance against despair. The protagonist is compelling, haunted, conflicted, and deeply human. Her journey is one of resilience as she confronts betrayal, loneliness, and the intoxicating pull of healing she never thought possible. Readers will root for her as she faces challenges that test both her courage and her identity. The supporting cast adds depth and intrigue. Family members, lovers, and shadowy figures from the past all play roles that test loyalty and spark conflict. Van Veen excels at weaving relationships that feel authentic, sparking in moments of fleeting trust, manipulation, and shocking revelation. The suspense is psychological rather than physical. Van Veen layers the narrative with emotional twists, intimate confrontations, and revelations. Every memory feels formidable, every ally questionable, and the looming presence of trauma keeps readers hooked until the final page. The pacing is deliberate yet immersive. Van Veen balances quiet reflection with bursts of emotional intensity, ensuring that readers are invested not only in the protagonist's therapy, but also in her personal journey. The dialogue sparkles with honesty, capturing both the brutality of truth and the vulnerability of human connection. Thematically, Bone of My Bone explores resilience, identity, and transformation. It asks, can healing survive exposure? How do trauma and courage collide? And what happens when survival itself becomes the risk worth taking? The climax of the novel is both thrilling and emotional. Without spoiling the details, it's safe to say that the protagonist faces a confrontation that pushes her to her limits, forcing her to embrace choices that will define not only her healing, but her future. The resolution is satisfying yet unsettling, leaving readers with lingering questions about morality, survival, and forgiveness. Johanna van Veen's prose is sharp, evocative, and emotionally rich. She writes with intensity, capturing both the thrill of confession and the ache of vulnerability. Her ability to blend psychological suspense with human emotion makes Bone of My Bone a standout in the genre. Reading Bone of My Bone feels like sitting in a room where every word matters, dangerous, passionate, and unforgettable. It's a novel that will resonate with anyone who loves psychological fiction, anyone who has questioned identity, and anyone who craves a story that keeps them hooked from the first page to the last.